Ai Ogura won the MotoGP. Why is he so fast? People say it's because he intentionally slides the rear on corner entry, but that's not the real reason. He intentionally slides the rear on corner entry, so that's what they say, but that's not the essence. He uses the same fourth brake as Freddie Spencer. Even the MotoGP commentary, the legend of Freddie's drift without countersteering, is only part of the fourth brake. When your tires slip, this knowledge should help you. Wet manholes, black ice, sand on the road. Have you ever felt your tires slip? The power of MotoGP's monster machines turns even grippy track surfaces into slippery ones. Freddie Spencer uses the fourth brake, just like riding a dirt track. The MotoGP commentary is a bit off.
Ogura's biggest characteristic is that he strongly prefers a riding style where he aggressively slides the rear tire on corner entry and enters the turn while controlling it freely. This is clearly different from typical European riders and is the core of his unique style. To accommodate this unique style of aggressively sliding the rear on entry, not only in the bike setup but also in the electronic settings, he makes completely different adjustments from other Aprilia riders. Furthermore, this entry slide control is not just for slowing down, but is precisely linked to every aspect of corner exit and throttle application, leading to efficient acceleration. Also, because Ogura is very light, tire load and wear during riding are extremely low, allowing him to ride with almost no tire damage. Therefore, he can maintain nearly the same personal best pace for every lap of the race. With this lightweight build and exceptional skill, when it comes to maintaining speed, he has the advantage of not depending on rear tire grip levels as much as his rivals. Even when Michelin tires are heavily worn and grip is reduced late in the race, he can maintain world-class speed and close in. And his machine control is different from riders like Bezzecchi and Raul Fernandez, who quickly reach a certain limit point and hold that lean angle and state. Ogura opens the throttle more through each corner, brakes harder, and leans the bike more deeply and aggressively, building his riding dynamically and progressively according to changing conditions.
Did you understand any of that? Probably the commentators don't understand the fourth brake. Despite intentionally sliding the rear and attacking so aggressively, why doesn't he crash and instead makes tires last longer while achieving otherworldly speed? I watched Ai Ogura's practice footage and Freddie Spencer's technique videos, and their movements were the same. They are both fourth brake users. The characteristic of the fourth brake is that when the bike is drifting, the rider is busily controlling the front tire, turning it inward and outward. On a normal dirt track, the front tire stays pointed outward. If you perceive Ogura's riding as just sliding the rear to change direction, you're only heading for a crash. If you try to slide the rear just for show, the bike will either lose balance and run wide, or when the slide stops, the tire suddenly grips the road and causes a high side. A motorcycle has four brakes. First is the front brake, second is the rear brake, third is the engine brake, and fourth is the slide brake. My image is like pushing a standing ruler sideways naturally. Moving it sideways has more resistance than moving it vertically. Doing this on a bike, braking using the side of the tire. Roughly speaking, you could say it's controlling high side force. To avoid going into a high side, he controls the braking force by counter-steering the front tire to release it, or steering it inward to grip. Since force goes toward the high side, the bike stands up more. It uses a different part of the tire than braking in a straight line, so the tire lasts until the end of the race. If the rear is braking too much, open the throttle to slide more and release the brake force. So when they say a riding style that actively slides the rear tire, he's actually just releasing when the rear brake is too much. This slide brake is about applying brake to the front and rear equally. When I use the fourth brake on my dirt bike, what I imagine is like stabbing a shovel into the ground, straight in with equal depth on both sides. By balancing the slip of the front and rear tires, you prevent either from letting go and causing a crash, and use it as braking force. If you want to use it to change direction quickly, adding a bit more rear spin will change the bike's direction. If you want to change your line outward, open the front wheel slightly to the outside, apply countersteering, and the front brake releases, changing your line to the outside. In the description, I'll put a link to Ai Ogura's practice footage, so watch the front tire movement. You'll see him steering outward to release, or steering inward for stronger braking, making fine adjustments. Actually, to master the fourth brake, you don't need talent or any extreme track speed. Get a dirt bike. Ai Ogura ISO has videos of himself practicing on a dirt bike. The method when the rear is sliding, force the handlebar and your gaze, which are pointing outward toward the inside. If you fail, the handlebar will be taken in full lock to the inside, and you'll be thrown forward in a somersault. For detailed practice methods, check out Jeremy McGrath's Super Technique. I used to watch this and practice a lot. Still, when I used the fourth brake, I was always very nervous because it requires incredible concentration. Riding on a surface as slippery as iced roads, sliding both tires evenly while riding, the tension is insane. In the races I participate in, speeds are low, so crashing isn't a big deal. I absolutely don't want to do this on a road bike. I would definitely fail and it would be a disaster. Doing it at MotoGP speeds is a superhuman feat. Please, try the fourth brake. Off-road, you'll truly understand how terrifying Ai Ogura is.